What's up, everybody? Trey Biddy with HawgSports.com coming to you from Razorback Stadium here after Arkansas's 34-10 loss to the LSU Tigers. Much different vibe tonight. It was an incredible environment, first of all. I mean, to start the game, you had people coming from all corners of the state, out of state. People had FOMO for not coming to the Tennessee game. And I'm going to just say, you know, the 2 weeks after that Tennessee game were fantastic. Positivity coming out of the program. People were talking about going to the college football playoff as a fringe team. And this field was just electric after the game, and I'll never forget that. It was an incredible environment, and it just kind of sucks a little bit to get put in your place a little bit, and that's what tonight feels like. It feels like Arkansas kind of got put in their place. LSU's got a better football team. In spite of anything else that happened on the field, the terrible reversal on the Tyrone Broden targeting, like, I don't know, if that's not targeting, I don't know what is targeting. Like launching at a defenseless receiver, hitting him in the head or neck area. Both dudes are hurt. Like, I just don't understand that. But that's not what Arkansas, you know, not what cost them the game. Garrett Nussmeier was fantastic tonight. LSU had an 18-yard play and like a 26-yard play. Like, those are their big plays on the night. That's it. And he did a great job of just identifying what Arkansas was doing on defense and finding the gap, basically. He did it over and over again. It felt like, I don't know what it looked like at home, but from here it looked like Arkansas never quite got to him, like almost getting to him over and over again, but never getting to him. I don't know if Arkansas even had a sack. I can't remember on the stat sheet, but I know they hit him a couple times, but that was it. I just thought he did a really good job of figuring it out, whether it was zone, man, cover zero, whatever it was, he seemed to find the answer, and they were doing just enough in the run game just to matriculate the ball down the field. The defense is not the problem so much. Like, I know they were gassed at the end because the offense couldn't ever get anything going, and it got a little bit out of hand. The offense gave up 11 points off turnovers, but the defense couldn't capitalize. When you're playing a team that's better than you, you've got to capitalize on certain moments, and 3 different times, as good as Nussmeier was, 3 different times he gave Arkansas opportunities to make interceptions, and they couldn't do it any time. On the other hand, Arkansas can't be the team that turns the ball over, and they lost the turnover battle 2-0, and they were both huge momentum swings. The Dominion, that was probably Arkansas's best run of the night, which Arkansas abandoned the running game. You can say they abandoned it or it just wasn't working for them. They only had like 50 plays on the night. So to me, like, you have this turnover right down here, and it's a game changer. You're down 10-0, and they, you know, the defense holds strong and they only give up 3 points. But that is a huge, like, if you were designing a recipe to take the crowd out of the game, hold on to the ball for a long time. I mean, Arkansas had in the first quarter, it was like they had the ball for 4 minutes in the whole first quarter, and LSU and only had really one drive plus the one play that Dominion fumbled. So that's a huge momentum swing right there. If Arkansas even had the momentum, because they missed that field goal. I mean, like, you could not start off worse. You got to make that field goal at least. You can't have this fumble. You got to go down there and answer, and Arkansas just didn't do it. And then, you know, you get 3 balls thrown to you for the defense, and you don't catch a single one of them. And you've got to. And I know that LSU had a lot of penalties, but Arkansas had a lot of penalties. They still had 7 penalties for like 70-something yards. The Tyrone Broden thing, I just felt like that was ridiculous. But again, that's not what cost Arkansas the game. What cost Arkansas the game is it's, 16-10, and you're down on the other end down here, and, you know, dude makes a fantastic play, and they get the ball at the 2-yard line, and they punch it in. That's another moment. Like, it felt like every time there's a moment, Arkansas takes too many sacks on 3rd down in scoring territory. Too many sacks. And on the other side, Arkansas could not get off the field on 3rd down over and over and over and over and over again. Too many times. But it's hard to lay this at the feet of the defense. Again, I just think they were completely gassed there at the end. And the offense just couldn't get anything going. Ever. And couldn't make the play when they had to. Like, before halftime, you know, you're just like, okay, well, they go down there and get 3 at least. Get something. 7 would be great, but 3 would be fine. Get 3, you get the ball coming out of half, go down there and score. We got ourselves a game, and it just never came together like that. Every big moment they seem to lose over and over again. Now, for the overarching look at this program, everybody has every right to be mad, pissed off because they lost. I totally get that. I'm right there. But also don't expect this team to go undefeated. And if that's what your expectation is, then you're just going to be disappointed a lot. And that's part of being a fan. I know, like, people predict Arkansas is going to win this many games, but when you're in it and you're living it, it's just unacceptable, unforgivable. Fire everybody. Yeah, it's disappointing the way the offense is played. Jaquindon Jackson's beaten up, so they don't really have him. He's got the ankle issue, so they don't have him the way that they want him. And that played a role too, I'm sure, in how many times they ran the ball. But it looked like Talon was healthy, running and stuff. So LSU's got a good team. I mean, they got a really good defense. They got playmakers. They got more playmakers than Arkansas has. I mean, like, if we just want to talk about the rosters of these two teams, that doesn't mean you can't beat a team. Tennessee had a better roster than Arkansas, and they figured out a way to win. Again, an incredible environment in that one. Just a special time. And this was a great crowd. Technically the fourth largest crowd ever in Razorback Stadium history. Is probably more like the second or third largest. Night game in Fayetteville. I guess this is the last one. They got to go on the road to beat Mississippi State, and they can beat Mississippi State, but they can't be the team that has turnovers. And like, if they were to lose to Mississippi State, I would be probably livid on this thing. And right now, I'm not happy about it. I'm disappointed overall in the way they played. And nobody likes to lose 34-10 in your backyard. Like, that stuff can't happen. But that's the stuff that's going to happen when you can't capitalize when they throw the ball to you on defense, and you can't make key moments like on offense. You can't convert third downs. You can't, like, there were times where you're like, they got to have this. But the game changed really on the turnovers. That's what it comes down to, people. Like, penalties, turnovers, special teams, injuries are always such key things. We talk about it. I'm just like a broken record talking about those four things: penalties, turnovers, special teams, and injuries. You miss a field goal. You made a 51-yarder. Devin Bell's freaking fantastic. Like, geez, Devin Bell, guy's fantastic punter. But you hate to see him out there. I mean, because that means the Arkansas offense didn't get it done. And I'll say this too, like, what we've known about Petrino's offense is it's going to take time to come together. And when it does come together, it can be pretty special, as we know. I go back to that 2008 season. They never scored more than 4 touchdowns in a single game that year. Not in a single game. As well regarded as Petrino is as an offensive play caller. So, Mississippi State's next. Well, they're 1-6 or something like that. Arkansas should go down there and win. And if they don't, it's going to feel very much like they played down to their competition, and Mississippi State's not a program that's just like on the decline and the coach is on the way out. They're trying to build up, right? They're going to go through bumps and bruises and stuff. It's not a team that's, like, in my opinion, not a team that's quit, right? It's a team that is looking ahead to the future, trying to build their program up and stuff like that. So it's not that kind of deal. So it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be a game that Arkansas just goes out there and stomps a mud hole in them because they quit. It's going to be difficult. But, nobody likes losing to LSU, but LSU got a good football team. They do. Arkansas had some success through the air, and they give up some stuff in the passing game. And the thing that was a little bit surprising to me was how well they ran the ball in Arkansas. But that's a really good offensive line, and, they protect Nussmeier very well, and he makes some good decisions. And I like that kid. I mean, as a person, as a core, I think it says a lot about him to play. I mean, he played against Arkansas 3 years ago, and as a true freshman. And then they bring in Jaden Daniels, new coaching staff, and he doesn't transfer. He sticks it out, stays with the program, and now he's a starter, and he's their guy. And he's got a lot. He's just mobile enough to get away, to move around in the pocket, to make it difficult to get to him, and he's smart with the football, and that's what you got to have. And Arkansas was a little careless tonight. It's real disappointing to see DeBinion come in, a guy who's a veteran, and doesn't protect the football. You cannot do that in this conference. You cannot carry the ball like that in this conference and expect not to have the ball knocked out. Everybody's going for the ball. Everybody's trying to put their helmet on the ball, trying to swipe at the ball. And that's the difference in these games, is turnovers so often. It's turnovers, big moments. That's that's what decides SEC games. And if you're Arkansas, you got to win in those categories. Now, this isn't the walk and talk anybody wants. What's up, guys? You all right? Yeah. It wasn't fun, was it?
No.
It wasn't ever.
Flip the mo.
Well, just so much. There were so many opportunities, and you just never capitalized, right?
No, I know. We felt like we had so many chances.
Yeah.
Just couldn't get the mo.
All right, guys. Y'all stay safe.
Trey, we appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. So, anyway, back at it. A lot of traffic, a lot of great fans here. A lot of people coming from out of town. I know I had friends from all over the place coming to this game. People from Colorado, people from LA. So it was a hot ticket. And it's disappointing to show them a 34-10 game. And oh, it's my birthday. Yeah, so you know. So my birthday stat now, Arkansas all-time on my birthday is 1-6. They are 0-5 in SEC play. So I'll just quit having birthdays. Hey, thank y'all, appreciate you. So it's time to just stop counting them. 47 years now. I don't ever remember Arkansas winning on my birthday because I was like 14 the last time it happened. Arkansas beat Texas in Little Rock in 91. So, stop having birthdays. Kentucky game when I was 25 in 2002. Getting the dog crap kicked out of them against Auburn in 2019. Thank you. Alabama beating the crap out of them 52-0. I don't remember what year that was, because it happened twice. And now losing 34-10 to LSU. Yeah, and coming off of a bye week too. Arkansas has usually been good off of a bye. Anyway, it's not an extra special walk and talk. It's just me walking and talking about the game and feeling conflicted a little bit because that Tennessee game did feel so good, and still a lot of people hung around. And this one was just so disappointing. This is a roller coaster. So we'll see how things go against Mississippi State. Again, I didn't expect this to be a great Razorback team. I just kind of thought of it as a team that could maybe build something, you know, for next year and be good this year. I mean, I'm not saying like they can just like suck this year. That's not what I'm saying at all, but definitely didn't expect them to be like a team that could be the fringe playoff team that some people were talking about after the Tennessee game. It feels like a missed opportunity, sure, because you know, you win this one, you're 5-2, you're 3-1 in the SEC, you're nationally ranked. You play Mississippi State next, so you'd have a lot of momentum. You should probably win that one. You know, then you're talking about 6-2, moving up in the polls. I feel like I'm talking about a lot of what ifs, but you know, that's the kind of feeling, overarching feeling of this game and this season all together. Like, you missed out on opportunities in this game, you missed out on opportunities this season, and it would have been, you know, unexpected to do that well. So yeah, disappointed. You should be pissed. They lost. I mean, obviously you're going to be pissed off, but they also lost to a better team. Sometimes that happens. And if you're playing a better team, I'm repeating myself. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to go get in traffic now. So this has been Trey Biddy with HawgSports.com. Arkansas losing to LSU 34-10. We'll catch you next time.